Alright, so who wants to talk about magic in a pre-modern, really an ancient context from the Northern Hemisphere perspective? I would be considered a wizard because I'm working magic, but also by the rules of witchcraft throughout history, I would be considered a witch. In fact, I'm accused of witchcraft all the time by you guys, and you have no idea that you're actually accusing me of crimes for which I could seek retribution, because I don't use my magic. I don't use my will. You guys call me arrogant, but actually this standing here, sitting here as I'm doing now and saying, feed me, help me, is actually the greatest act of humility, because what I could do is ritual magic to just make you, but that would be evil. So when I talk about perseverance through adversity, which is what today's videos are all going to be linked together with, probably, that's what today's mantra is. My adversity isn't the same adversity as yours. Your adversity is your boss, or your coworkers, or your peers, or whatever. My adversity is spiritual. I have entities, demons, spirits, angels, whatever you want to call them, that do not want me to succeed at my mission. And so I was talking to myself on the way in here because my phone was nearly dead instead of recording these, and so some of it's going to be lost. Some of my cogent thoughts on this are just going to be gone forever because I didn't record them. I just said them out loud to myself, and no one was there to hear them. So, kind of, does a tree that falls in the forest and no one's around make a noise? Well, yeah, did I make a noise? You wouldn't know. So what marks me as a wizard is that I am willing to acknowledge the spirits around us, and I am willing to acknowledge, and I notice, and I know the signs, and I know how to react when a spirit is engaging in your life to negatively impact me. We talk, spiritual people, religious, we talk about how God has a plan, and then we go on to be arrogant and say that plan involves us in some way, and it's your responsibility to recognize and do something about that. And that's true. It is true. But God is all of it. So even the entities that exist in rebellion and in opposition to God are part of God's will. And so people like me, our adversity is against those things. God wants us to persevere against those things. I'm not worried about persevering over you guys. The negative comments are just an expression of that evil will. Stop me at all costs.